In a small American town, the sun sets over a community park where kids once played freely. Now, parents like Maria hesitate to let their children outside. Last month, a shooting at a nearby school left the town shaken. "I just want my kids to be safe," Maria whispers, clutching her daughter's hand. Across the country, 69% of Americans echo her fear, naming gun violence a major problem tearing at the fabric of communities. Meanwhile, in a coastal city, James stares at the rising tide that creeps closer to his home each year. Hurricanes have grown fiercer, and last summer's flood wiped out his neighbor's house. For James, climate change isn't a distant threat. It's here. Democrats especially feel the urgency, with 67% calling it a critical issue, though even many Republicans now see the need for action as wildfires and storms intensify. The roots of gun violence in America stems from a complex mix of factors. Easy access to firearms, over 120 guns per 100 people, the highest globally, fuels incidents from mass shootings to urban crime. Weak background check systems and loopholes in gun laws allow weapons to reach those with mental health issues or criminal intent. Cultural divides, where some see guns as a right and others as a danger, stall progress. Socioeconomic factors like poverty and lack of mental health resources add fuel, with 2024 seeing over 400 mass shootings. The causes of climate change's impact. Climate change hits America hard due to its vast geography and reliance on fossil fuels. Rising CO2 emissions, 15 metric tons per capita annually, drive extreme weather, from California wildfires to Gulf Coast hurricanes. Aging infrastructure, like outdated levees, amplifies damage. Policy gridlock, driven by partisan divides and lobbying from energy giants, slows renewable energy adoption. Rural and low-income communities, least equipped to adapt, face the worst impacts. A path forward, Maria and James's hope. Back in the town, Maria joins a community meeting. Parents, police, and local leaders discuss solutions. They dream of a future where schools are safe and kids can play without fear. Across the coast, James attends a town hall where residents push for green energy and flood defenses. Both know change starts with action. Government steps for gun violence. Strengthen gun laws. Close loopholes in background checks and ban high-capacity magazines. Require universal checks for all gun sales, including private transactions to keep firearms from dangerous hands. Invest in mental health. Fund community mental health centers to address root causes like untreated disorders, which contribute to 60% of mass shootings. Community programs support violence intervention initiatives, like those in Oakland, California, that reduced shootings by 50% through mentorship and job training. Research funding. Lift restrictions on federal gun violence research to better understand trends and solutions as the CD estimates 40,000 annual gun deaths. Government steps for climate change. Accelerate renewable energy. Offer tax incentives for solar and wind projects, aiming for 50% renewable energy by 2035, cutting emissions significantly. Upgrade infrastructure. Invest $500 billion in resilient infrastructure, flood barriers, updated grids to protect vulnerable areas, as seen in Miami's adaptation plans. Carbon pricing. Implement a carbon tax to incentivize cleaner energy, redirecting revenue to low-income communities for climate resilience. Global leadership. Rejoin international climate agreements and lead on emissions reduction, as America's 15% of global CO2 matters. The dawn of change. Maria envisions her daughter playing in a park free from fear, where schools have counselors, not just security guards. James sees his city powered by solar panels, with seawalls holding back the tides. Their stories converge in a shared hope, a government that listens. By tackling gun violence with smarter laws and community support, and climate change with bold investment and global cooperation, America can rewrite its future. As the sun rises, Maria and James know the road is long, but with action, their children might inherit a safer, greener world. The question is, will the government act before the next storm or gunshot strikes?